Hi, I'm Dave, and this video contains spoilers for and is a behind-the-scenes thingy about a better video that you should probably watch first. It's my recent, frankly epic Legend of Zelda song with brentalfloss, the Ocarina of Time with lyrics, which you can and should watch first by clicking here or in the description. The song was very complicated to make, meaning there's a lot of stuff to tell you about the production process, which I'm going to do, starting from now.
So now you've seen it, Ocarina of Time with lyrics.
Yes, as you can see, this was recorded on Christmas Eve. That's because I had expected to release it a lot sooner, but in the video I'm about to point you to some other, much more involved videos that I had to edit together first, hence the delay. Sorry!
We have been working on this for a fair while, let me tell you, and I've got loads of behind-the-scenes stuff that I'm going to be able to show you. Starting with the Ocarina of Time conversation, in which me and brentalfloss, having recorded the video, sat down and decided we were just going to address a few points that people have been asking us ever since we did Super Mario Land, and which we predicted they would ask us about this. For example, do you hate Mario Land? Do you love Mario Land? Do you hate Ocarina of Time? Do you love Ocarina of Time? As you might expect, the actual answer is a little bit more nuanced than the songs may suggest. Find out our actual opinions in this video. That is assuming we remember to actually address the questions. I think we did. We mainly just sort of had it's kind of just a conversation, really, that the two of us had, and we filmed it. So there it is. Now, the three lies.
What you're looking at here is a video from a couple of months back called Bulma's Attic, in which I went through some old sheets of paper, most of which were fan art I drew when I was a teenager. This was mostly just a bit of fun and exactly as it appeared to be, but there were a couple of secrets knotted into the video as well. At one point I find a sheet of paper that only says, "There are 3 lies" on it, and ever since then my subscribers have been asking me about the 3 lies and doing jokes about them on Twitter, etc.
I knew I had to lie to you in the video, and I don't like doing that, and so I needed a way to make it like a joke between us instead of just me fooling you. The purpose of the 3 lies concept was so that I could tell you now, today, what the 3 lies were, so that you know that the rest of the video was true, which it was. The Bulma's Attic video was not one of the 3 lies. Nearly everything in it was actually true. Those were my teenage drawings, that was my attic. I do intend to do more Bulma's Attic videos. I am happy to say that I can now reveal to you what the 3 lies are. Lie number 1 is the drawing of the Master Sword. It was not a teenage drawing, it was made for the Ocarina of Time video. I drew it in something approximating the style I would have drawn it in when I was a teenager, and I hid it among those genuine teenage drawings to make it appear that I did draw it back then. The thing about the blue tack, where I'm showing you that there's still blue tack on it from when it was up on the wall, well, that's the blue tack we put it on the wall with in the Ocarina of Time video, and that moment where I put it up on the wall was to set up for that. Lie number 2 isn't actually in the Bulma's Attic video, but it's connected, so I felt like I had to include it. Lie number 2 is Brent's drawing of Link. I drew that. When we were here filming the Ocarina of Time video, Brent had brought with him a series of drawings which you might now have seen in his video, which I will link to here, in which he tells you the story of Super Mario Brothers that he did write in, well, I don't know if it was 1992, but it was around then. And this is click that, it's so sweet. And he drew, you know, genuinely as a child, drew all of the Mario characters on the pages of this story. So he brought that with him, not the real thing, he brought a scan of it, for me to look at, to reference how he used to draw in order to produce the drawing of Link. So it's not exactly right, but I have drawn it in what I thought was quite close to the style that he used to draw in. And I've got some footage of me doing that, again as part of the Making of Ocarina of Time series, and let's make it a separate video, why not? Let's have lots of different making of videos. So here we go, click that, there's me drawing the picture of Link. And of course this brings us to lie number 3. The 3 lies. Yes, I'd written that specially for the video, using, as an Easter egg, the very same crayons with which I drew the picture of Link. I can't now remember what caused me to start writing one and then scribble it out. I guess that was actually just to add to the mystery or something. I don't think I was sure why I'd done it at the time, which was why it made me laugh so much when I was filming the video. So now you know why I've been away. It's because I've been working on Ocarina of Time with lyrics, which was so much hard work. I'll be showing you a bit of that process later on, so you'll be able to see how much work it was. But put it this way, in that song, there are more than 40 separate tracks of my voice, and everything in it, in the whole song, same as with Mario Land, it's all my voice layered over and over and over again. Except Brent's voice and the finger snaps and hand claps, which are my fingers and hands. But all the music is just built up out of my voice, as I say, more than 40 tracks of my voice all at once. So, I mean, as you can imagine, it took ages. I had to work out the arrangement, and I had to record the bass line, and I had to record the dum-de-dums and the ooh-ahs, and I had to record all of it, and it took flipping ages. Honestly, we were never sure it would get done in time for Christmas. That was a really optimistic idea, but it did! We did it! Hooray! And now it's done, and hooray! And we can all move on with our lives. So, as I speak to you now, it's still Christmas Eve. This video is basically to tell you that I'm going to be here showing you behind the scenes stuff from Ocarina of Time. And then, in the new year, please stick around and there'll be more songs like that one. I've actually got my next big medley already planned out. I know what I'm doing. It's very big, so it's probably going to take me a very long time, so I can't even promise I'll get it finished, like, I don't know, like this year. It's big, but that one doesn't have a deadline, so it means I can do smaller songs to keep us going. I don't have to just disappear entirely off the map like I did to do Ocarina of Time. There'll be more book reviews, there'll be more comics, there'll be more vlogs. I've got a couple of ideas to do with games. I've got at least one podcast that I'm hoping to be working on very soon. I better add, because my mate Mr. Bulbamike has made a theme tune for it already, and it really isn't fair to him if it doesn't get used. And I'm going to be here, and I hope you will, even if only to see more stuff about how we made Ocarina of Time. So, have a generally happy post-Christmas time. I'll see you again soon. Happy
Tomato Day, Team Tomato Day, www.youtube.com/Team Tomato Day.